kind of grow up in the gym. It reminds me of myself and almost like a full circle moment for me. So this is my main event here tonight, guys. I'm very excited for this fight.
Amateur youth kickboxing scheduled for 3 2-minute rounds. Matthew Thomas versus Christian Hawk. Our tale of the tape is presented by Milagro Tequila.
Christian Hawk is 1 year his elder at the ripe age of 17. Both gentlemen 5'8". Christian Hawk will have a 2.5-inch reach advantage.
Back we go to Brian Wood.
Bout number 4 is brought to you by Milagro Tequila. Welcome to the brighter side of tequila with Milagro. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Matthew Thomas. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Christian Hawk. Oh, baby, let's go.
I know that Christian Hawk's very proud father, Jason, currently watching at home in Arizona live on MMA Futures. 2 ultra-talented teenagers, Matthew Thomas, age 16, Christian Hawk, age 17. Round number 1. Blue trunks for Matthew Thomas, black and green trunks for Christian Hawk.
Christian Hawk coming out aggressive. He had 1 kickboxing fight before this. He did lose this just off pure aggression. When you have short rounds like this, it's kind of whoever goes first. And there's a little more to it than that, but that's a big part of it for sure.
On the low kick from Thomas. On the reset on the outside, hard low kick from Christian Hawk.
Good return of his own low kick. We saw him reach for his shin guards. That's a big no-no.
Right hand from Hawk. On the walk down, pressure off of the jab. Countering with the 2 now, Matthew Thomas. 1:15 remaining, round number 1.
Open stance. We see that body kick's gonna be a weapon for both. Closes the stance up to Matthew Thomas.
Hawk on the right hand, just missed.
Short little feints. This is, I'm nerding out a little bit because this is cool for me to see. Just 2 kids, 16, 17 years old, and the technique they're displaying. Little feints by Christian Hawk. Try to set up a low kick.
Body kick not fully getting through. Aim for the chest by Matthew Thomas. Well defended by Hawk. Now Thomas coming forward. Throws that left kick.
And that's what he needs to do. Christian Hawk is having quite a bit of success at range, just being the longer fighter, it seems. They're both 5'8", but he is the longer fighter.
Busy on the jab now. Thomas circling out intelligently as Hawk then returning with that rear right kick.
Good sense of range for Christian there.
20 seconds remaining, round number 1. You see the skill from these 2 teenagers. Multiple jabs from Thomas, taking Hawk off his striking line. Hawk returning with the right hand.
Doubled up on the hooks, left hook lands on the headgear of Matthew Thomas.
A kick not fully through from Hawk.
Good idea by Matthew Thomas, though.
Thomas closing the distance. There is the bell. That ends round number 1.
As I said, good idea. I guess there is no clinching, even if it's active, so not a good idea. Mike England immediately breaks them from the clinch. But if this was a Muay Thai fight, I would suggest that for Matthew, just because of the trouble he's having with the range of Christian Hawk.
Here the fight replays presented by Major Pack.
There we saw Thomas switch to southpaw, and Hawk immediately targets the body kick just like he does there. Anytime Matthew Thomas switches southpaw, look for that body kick to come from Christian Hawk. That's a good target to have. It targets the liver. Everyone at the gym, when Christian and I used to train together, everyone used to say, he's your mini-me, Jeff. He fights just like you. And there's things I see that I do that Christian does, and this isn't me trying to toot my own horn. It's just really cool for me to see the way he does this big Muay Thai stance where he as he's backing away, he keeps his lead hand out and his right hand like glued to his face. That's a very Muay Thai thing that I incorporated into MMA, and it works very well for me because I move my feet with it, unlike Muay Thai fighters. Christian does that. He question marks the backside. This is a very high-level display of skills for both.
Round number 2, our fight clock is presented by Hoy Excavating. The outside kick from Thomas. Hawk resetting. There's the body kick from Matthew Thomas. Hawk staying long off the jab. Overhand right. Rear right hand from Thomas, then the right hand to follow.
Temporary Philly shell for Christian Hawk, and good on Thomas to see the defense was a Philly shell and goes underneath. That's a good way to combat that defense.
Slightly more forward aggression from Thomas here in round 2 than we saw from him in round number 1. Countering with the right hand is Hawk. Smart turnout. Throwing that naked right hand.
That's what I want to see from Christian is instead of throwing that right hook, throw it straight. He's the longer fighter. Use that as a ranger weapon. And for Thomas, we saw it in the first kickboxing fight of the night, but keep throwing that low kick. As you back up Christian, end every combo with the low kick. We already see the redness on Christian's leg. That's going to slow down the footwork.
1 minute remaining, round number 2. Thomas not getting through with that body kick.
That right there. That could be a weapon that helps Thomas slow down the footwork of Christian.
Into the clinch, to the body, rear right uppercut from Thomas. There's the knee. Hawk trying to circle out, back against the fence, takes that knee.
This
Left
is smart
hand, right
on
hand.
Thomas. It's hard to have footwork when you're clinched up with someone, and this is smart.
There's the body kick from Thomas, right hand from Christian. Hawk.
Christian throws a little hammer fist there. That's cool to see, just because that's something I used to do when I sparred with him.
Right hand getting through from Christian Hawk.
Very effective.
Out.
Sorry, Sean. Very effective in MMA. Actually, it's actually the part of your glove that's not padded. Little side note there for any fighters hearing this. Little hammer fist does work.
Slick sequence from Thomas, landing the outside kick to the left head kick, outside kick again with the rear right leg from Thomas.
Question mark kick thrown by Hawk there, glances off the headgear of Thomas.
Separation from Mike England, and that ends round number 2. To the 3rd and final round we go.
Another high-paced round. This could very well be 1-1 going into the 3rd. A lot of aggression shown by Matthew Thomas in that round. Could have won him that round. Here we see on the replay, he's the one going forward, lands low kicks of his own. And then he makes this a little ugly. He gets up in Christian's face. It's hard to have good footwork when you're clinched up. And just makes it dirty, as we see here in the replay. I'm no judge, but this could very well be 1-1. And this fight's up for grabs right now here going into the 3rd.
Stephen Graham, Trey Ogden in the corner of Christian Hawk. Jeff, I commentated you as an Ami in the late grade Victory Fighting Championship on UFC Fight Pass. You're now in the UFC. Now I'm commentating 16-year-old Matthew Thomas, 17-year-old Christian Hawk with you.
I feel this is a Lion King, Hakuna Matata full circle moment.
3rd and final round. Both fighters eagerly to the center of the cage. Good sequence from Hawk.
That combination was pretty. Jab, rear uppercut, cross, and there he does it again. Throws jab, rear uppercut, and just looking for the openings.
Left hand getting through from Thomas. Hawk on the right hand.
The vision on Christian's impressive. His ability to ID defenses and just target what's open. And I like this aggression by Christian. This is what, in my opinion, lost him the 2nd round, was when he's going backwards, he's more just using footwork to get out of the way and not really countering back.
Good circle out by Hawk after Thomas intelligently closed the distance. And the body kick, low kick to answer from Hawk, then the right hand right back. 1:10 remaining, 3rd and final round.
Another rear uppercut hook there, and Christian's doing this thing where he looks at the ref, and he's done that first round, and now he does it twice here in the 3rd, and I don't like that. You're in a fight, the only thing on your mind should be the guy in front of you.
Overhand left, there's a counter right hand, another right hand from Hawk. Thomas now chest to chest, there's this separation from Mike England. Hard warning from Mike England to Matthew Thomas, you cannot snatch that half tie plum.
Still half the round of work here. This fight's up for grabs in my opinion. Christian started off the round very strong, but Thomas with all the forward pressure here now. Beautiful hook lands for Christian Hawk.
Right-handed, another from Hawk. 30 seconds remaining, 3rd and final round.
This has me on the edge of my seat here, Sean.
Both fighters showing a high skill level.
Wow.
Good sequence from both. Walk down now on the jab from Thomas. Modified Superman punch from Hawk. Thomas again effectively to the inside.
And that's good optics, right? Do something flashy. This fight's very close. I remember
Side kick from Thomas.
Not to talk about myself, I hate when people do that, but I threw a cartwheel kick in my last kickboxing fight when I was 16 because it's a close fight, and we saw that a Superman punch from Matthew Thomas here at the end of this round. Very, very, very impressive fight for a 16-year-old and 17-year-old. That was awesome, Sean.
3 rounds up, 3 rounds down. That is the end of a quality fight from 2 quality Amis.
Here in the replay, we see the start of the round where Christian just lands a beautiful combination. catches the kick, returns with one of his own. And then here in the latter half of the round, we saw Thomas come on strong. He started putting the pressure on, but there was a big hook that landed as they were exchanging. There it is, 3 big hooks land. And you know, that just comes with the territory of making a dirty fight. You know, you're probably gonna get hit. Good countering by Christian.
Our fight replays this evening are presented by Major FAC.
I'm interested to see who won this fight. Although I know Christian, I try to remain as unbiased as I can. Very, very close fight, competitive fight. I have much respect for both these kids. That was really cool to see.
These are 2 extremely talented fighters. Anthony Gutierrez in the corner of his fighter, Matthew Thomas. Our winner announcement is presented by Milagro Tequila. We send it to Brian Wood.
Good fight, guys. Good fight. Excellent fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by unanimous decision, out of the red corner, Christian Hawk.
Win number 1 in what could be a series of wins as an Emmy and perhaps even one day a pro for 17-year-old Christian Hawk against the very tough, talented, and skillful Matthew Thomas. Hawk getting the unanimous decision, Jeff.
Sean, when you commentated my second amateur MMA fight, you said a line that stuck with me, and that's a line I'm going to repeat here today. I think in the future we're going to be able to say we saw Christian Hawk and Matthew Thomas have a kickboxing fight when they were still in high school, and now they're in the UFC. That was impressive. That was awesome to watch. Thomas shouldn't be down on himself. That was a very good fight. Christian's an experienced kickboxer. He's been kickboxing for a long time. Matthew has some slick grappling, and that's a department I think Christian needs to work on. So they'll both work on these departments. They're both going to learn from this fight. That was super cool to watch. Yeah, I'm almost speechless from just the level of technique. I remember when I was in high school and I was having these fights, you know, on a weekend, I'd feel like the most badass kid on Monday. I'm like, you guys don't know what I did this weekend. And I feel like both these kids should go into school next month and feel the same way. That was really cool, man.
The winner by way of unanimous decision, Christian Hawk defeats Matthew Thomas.